Hey guys, how you doing? We are here, bro, Alex, but I'm here with a person I've known for a while. She's awesome. She's about to share a story. She's presenting you guys what she's doing with Soul Right Living and helping people in, just pretty much through their lives, but with the life coaching ability, her insight, her ability to give others insights and revelations on what they're going through in their lives. I want to throw it over to her so she can kind of tell this story. She was about to tell me. I interrupted her just so y'all can get it too. Go ahead.
Hey, y'all. My name is Mary, and I'm a certified solution-focused life coach of SoulRightLiving. And like Earl was saying, thank you so much. We are all about perspective, right? Like in life, everyone's saying, I don't got nobody. I'm all alone. Like we say these things all the time. And realistically, yes, close your eyes at night and you're by yourself. But truthfully, your village matters. When we really need something, even the people we don't like, we call them up. Most of us don't like our moms.
Yeah.
We gonna call mama when we need something. Mama not gonna give us the response we need, but we still gonna call for the comfort. That's what Soul Right Living does. We provide the comfort. Everything is about perspective. Everything is about perspective. Self-perspective and other perspective. A lot of us base our lives off of others' perspectives. No point. Because their perspective is off of their experience. And that's what we teach, and we do it through all kind of crazy things. Dancing, art. And honestly, it's just mainly a conversation. A lot of people, when I tell them what they do, are like, that sounds complicated. And I was just like, it sounds complicated until you just start talking. And you realize how effortless it really is. You know what I mean? I'm not about working hard. I'm about working smart and calling it a day. You know what I mean? Working since I was 13. And I don't want y'all to work either. So in order for us all to get to a space where we're not just like, I'm supposed to be alone. You know what I mean? Or I don't have nobody. You got to put yourself in spaces to realize that.
When looking at how today's, social structure is, it looks like we have all the ability to connect, but yet people feel disconnected more than ever.
Absolutely.
And when you say, people may feel like, oh, either I'm alone or I need to be independent, that seems to be the prevailing thought, just normally, and socially around.
Yeah.
So how do you combat that? For one, the feeling of people feeling they're alone, and then also the feeling of I need to be independent, with saying that your tribe matters, your village matters. Can you explain that to me?
Absolutely. Honestly, it starts with getting off your phone because we are very connected with everybody, right? But so long. It's because we're up behind a phone. Behind the phone, it is just you. When you're in person, you can see their expression. They can say something snarky, and just because, you woke up in a bad mood today, you see that they're joking, and it actually brings you comfort. Versus, why are you attacking?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Realistically, and then the second part of your question, that just comes down to accountability. You gotta hold yourself accountable. It's you. So go after what works. I have this thing that I call her my old best friend. Because I used to grow up with a therapist, and she was a therapist, and she was always like, therapy me. I didn't realize until I'm older, but she was giving me things to help me as well.
Yeah.
And she said things, and I don't know where she heard it, but she said, if what you're doing is working or isn't working, do something else. If what you're doing is working, continue doing it. Don't stop just because something's supposed to go bad. Something will go bad if you make it go bad.
Yeah.
If you're just in a space where you're really enjoying life, embrace it. Be present. But that's on an individual. And the only way I feel like people can get to that space is to come talk to me. When you come talk to me in person, you feel it. Because I'm authentic. I'm not saying these things on social media, Facebook, Instagram, just because it sounds good. A lot of people they want likes. Most of my posts don't get likes, but I know they hit because the same people that didn't like my status will come and tell me in person, yeah, I appreciate your stories. I appreciate your stories. Oh, so you've seen it. You know what I mean? I could be the person, well, why ain't you did it? No, it's not about that. When you want to like it, you like it. I understand healing is not to be liked. So if I say something that strikes something, you may not like it right then because you're dealing with it. That's not personal. You know what I mean? And that's the whole thought process about being like feeling so connected, right? But so disconnected or taking it personal when
You know, when you say that, it makes me think that the side of feeling like I'm alone is taking things personal, and the side of feeling like I need to be an independent person aside from, you know, connections, that's like not truly being personable. And that's like cutting yourself off, and it's actually limiting your ability to grow individually. That, I mean, that's what I'm thinking and kind of deriving from what you're saying.
absolutely.
And you're saying that, you know, meetings with you can help people to kind of not only open up in both areas, but also bridge the gap and find the connection, more of a middle area and balance. Is
Absolutely.
that what you're explaining?
Absolutely. Because I'll affirm both. You are alone because you're choosing to think that you're alone. That's a reality. I understand it's true. I can see their eyes swell, hunch over, they close themselves off. I'm a body analysis. So I can see that they are alone, even with themselves. And they are also independent. Because if you can recognize that you're alone, you're independent, you're doing the work to figure out what your problem is. If the problem is the solutions, it's the accountability to realize I'm independent, but I also feel alone. And I feel alone because I'm trying to be too independent. And that's the reality. You're trying to be way too independent, which is why you're alone. Because independence, how we defined it, most people, not me, but most people, is independence. I have to do this, 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 and this. And I have to do it. Because if I don't do it, then it's not going to be what I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not going to be what you want, even if you do it, because you don't know what you do it. You know what I mean?
I think we become a little confused in the fact that if it isn't done by our hands, then we either don't deserve the accolades, or we feel we have not put in enough effort ourselves for it to be worth it. And then I think a lot of times people kind of attribute that to their self-worth.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How do you assist people with kind of finding their true value from the inside? Like, I know life coaching can help with major decisions, but I think what I've seen that's different in your approach is you help people to reveal their worth to themselves so that they can go and correct their own lives.
Absolutely.
So can you explain to me about a little bit about that process and, you know, how that's been for you, especially throughout your journey doing this?
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, I think how I'm able to do that is because my business started with, I got certified just because a friend needed people, and I was just like, okay, you know what I mean? It wasn't something that I said I'm gonna be a life coach. I want to, you know what I mean? That wasn't what it was. So I think when it started, to be honest with you, and the reason and how I can do it is I make people, which is what I did for myself. I never looked at all my clients because none of them. You can't.
Yeah.
A lot of us think we know things because we've seen it in our head, but we've actually never seen it outside, and that's all we really believe. It's the things we see on the outside. You know what I mean? So I really feel like it's just about making people look at them. And when they tell me things, I ask them, what shaped that thought? Who told you that definition? Who told you that was? Why is it making you anxious? Because it's not of you. Because it's making you anxious. So it's not what you want to do. But you have to acknowledge what is the connection.
Yeah.
Once you understand that connection, I believe it's easier to get. And honestly, I'm a life coach, but I don't even like to tell people I'm a life coach. I just started using it more because people understand words like that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't like to tell people I'm their life coach because realistically, I'm your partner. I'm partnering with you through this process. It's a nasty, ugly, scary process. We don't need a coach. You know what I mean? We are calling our friends, our teammates. We call partners when we need coach.
Yeah.
We don't call coaches because of authority figure. We don't call our parents because of authority figure. I'm not your authority figure. I can't convince you of anything. I can give you a guideline. I can tell you based off of what you told me. I also make sure, like, when I meet clients, very like my real process. One, I make them the I am man. The reason I say this is because our phones hear what we say. If you're struggling mentally, why you're mindset is everything. And it starts with a simple app, because that app will literally, you'll be thinking of something crazy and it'll say the opposite in a positive way. Like, damn, you right. It's that intense, because that app saved my life, and I'm not joking. So I make everyone get that app, and then I make them do a learning. How do you learn?
Yeah.
A lot of people, oh, I learned like this because they took the test years ago in class and school because they made us, right? They don't learn that way no more.
Yeah. It changes.
It changes as you go through experiences. It changes.
Yeah.
It's not just, you know what I mean? Like next week I could be different.
Yeah.
Like that's how fluid it is. I make them all get their learning style, and when I realize it's changing, I change. So I meet everybody where they are, not where they want to be, because I can see, or I can tell you exactly what you should, and I can probably put you in that room before I can put myself. But it's because my mind works like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But me doing that doesn't help it.
Yeah.
Because people did that my whole life. You're already here. I'm just kind of figuring shit out. I don't even know what here is. You know what I mean? So I don't treat people how I was treated. I treat people how I want. And realistically, genuine. That's it.
Now that's awesome. I mean, I think when it comes to people figuring out their journey, figuring out what they're doing in their lives, people do want more of a partner than somebody just to tell them what to do, or a coach. Sometimes people need direction, a little bit of whipping.
Oh yeah.
But and it seems like you ain't afraid to go there.
Not at all.
But I really like the fact that in your practice, you really take care to the individual. You're looking at their specific needs. You're bringing in your own interpersonal journey to, really relate to what they're going through and help them to move forward and to find themselves in the process. So that's amazing. I thank you again for sitting with me and talking to me about what you're doing. And please let people know, again, the name of your business, how they can connect with you, and what you have going on here at this space.
Perfect. Yes. So again, guys, my name is Mary Callico. I am the CEO of SoulRightLiving, and I am at this awesome space, SongLab Live. My words just kind of, it's like I wanted to dance in.
You're good.
And I'm here because I do bi-weekly workshops. They were so awesome enough to grant me the space to be able to, cultivate a space where people can talk and to do this vision that I have, you know what I mean? So like, I'm so awesome. It's just so awesome. You guys can find me on Facebook at Mary Callico. My last name is Callico, 2 L's, not one. And Instagram at SoulRightLiving. And it's going to be right as in RIGHT.
RIGHT.
Yes.
SoulRightLiving.
Yes.
Thank you very much again for sitting.
Thank you.
All right. Awesome. Yay. In the bag.